saying you were having some shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously in there.
Yep.
Oh yeah. A lot of the bands in her shoulder are very tight. It's not just one of them, it's quite a lot. So I'm expecting that a lot of her fingers are going to need some work. No, I think it would be great. Thing up is that I can't really. Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Forget that. But the little finger does feel quite tight. We got that joint. That's good. Okay. I can feel the bands again. Above the wrist is another great diagnostic area, just to feel what's going on. Right, like I can easily feel the bands through here.
Sorry.
That's okay. And again, notice the band that she jumped on. Okay, well that was more the inner thumb. But again, a lot of it's telling me that her thumb needs some pretty serious work, right? And again, I can diagnose from this point, and this point feels really tight. Do you guys have a feeling for what this point is like? Did anybody want to feel what I mean by really tight on her? Yeah.
You know all about it, Richard.
Yeah, and it pushes out at you, right? It doesn't just sink in, you know?
Strongly.
It's amazing how, when you work yourself, though, how quickly you can break that down.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. But I'm definitely thinking the tip of her thumb first before I really work that spot. Put the rings holding out. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking will be my first objective, you know? And of course I want to monitor the fact that if I was treating her, should I do her head first? Should I do her belly? We'll see how we go, you know? Just from the point of view of teaching, I really want to show you the hand, but if it gets all much and she can't handle anything, then I would have to come back and make sure I've done her head properly and her belly. But she has had that done over the last few days.
Should I get a blanket for her?
Yes, please. Again, we just want to see how that is for her. Yeah, out of 10, how would that be out of 10 for you? 8. Okay, good. So I can get in fairly deep. Good. Again, just holding. It's like I'm projecting my energy into the chopstick as well, right? And then I'm moving it slightly side to side, side to side. I'm just letting her breathe into it. Kind of letting her do the work, actually. I'm bringing the awareness, she's doing the breathing and letting it go. And again, in one sense, it doesn't matter whether I start to go to the inner thumb or the outer thumb. They're both tight, you know, so I'm going to do both of them. I'm going to do all angles of the thumb. Pretty jammed up as we come to that first joint. Oh, you can even physically feel it here as I flicking over. Can you see that? Yeah. I don't want to overdo that because I'm like, well, that's really tight. But I'm going to just do a quick run here, see what's going on here. So my first run over is also a bit of an exploratory run. I'm seeing what's going on. I'm not trying to get necessarily everything out on the first go. I want to get a good picture of what's happening. How you feeling, Janine?
I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. You can see that's getting stuff moving for her. Really tight in here. So, so much going on as we hit that first joint. Even in this spot right here, it's really tight. Does anybody want to feel that if you're not familiar with that? Or is you guys pretty good? Okay, so
Just with the with
Yeah.
this. So just at the top here.
yeah, and rolling over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
feel
so,
how it's,
yeah, it's like a
and it's the same
line.
over here. Yeah, and it's obviously if you go quite,
Underneath.
no, over here.
Right.
It's really, it feels like a huge blockage right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, you know, that can be quite sore for her as well.
Yeah.
So just be, this is why I say be, feel the crunchiness in that spot.
Not clenching yet, but is it down the
Yeah.
side?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Welcome. So here and here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But hold it on the point and move the skin across it.
So where was it?
Here? You feel that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like
Huge.
Richard's toe's a bit like that.
Mm-hmm. And then,
Yeah, I see just what you mean.
Yeah.
That's right.
Actually made me feel a bit nauseous seeing them doing that.
it's like, I'm making me kind of jump a little bit too. And before it almost felt emotional for her as well. And in Chinese medicine, this area here can relate to grief. Mm-hmm. But it feels quite, what's that?
It's because it's their hard side.
Yeah,
Side
yeah, but it's also both sides can, you know.
Yeah.
So again, I'm thinking because they don't feel like they're going to move by me flicking over them there, so they must be held further up.
Yeah.
So I'm coming back to here. I'm just going to go in a little bit deeper this time. And again, check how it, you know, that it's not overwhelming for her. And again, project that energy into the chopstick. And I'm changing my angle, see with the, like subtle, but I'm like trying to, I really want this end point worked. I don't want any tension left in there. Give her a little rest. Let her breathe. this on so I don't get sunburned. Sun can still burn you in New Zealand. Yeah, more so, right? I'm feeling it a bit. I have my hat, but this will be fine. So again, I want to monitor, is what I'm doing effective? So I might even try this, like a little bit of...
No.
And she's saying, thank you, Brandon, that is really effective. I really appreciate that. That's what you were thinking, wasn't it, Jenny? Yeah. I'm a great mind reader. Yeah. So I'm even sometimes where I'm feeling like, okay, let's join the dots. She's got enough, but here it gets really gritty.
Yeah, it burns, eh?
Yeah, it burns. So I'm going to come along and just see, is it held even anywhere along this whole area? There's still a bit in there. So I'm going to do it really slow, like just very tiny movements. It's okay. Probably right in here. So. You can see even that slightest movement really amplifies. And just ease off slightly. I feel like it's a lot of energy coming into my hand, and I need to tight. Yeah, it makes me want to kind of just, I got to quickly massage my hand to get that out. So it's obviously there's a lot going on. That's why this point's not releasing. It's also held right in here. Probably learn a few Afrikaner swear words. Flex them, was that? Probably mispronounce it, but you know. Go to South Africa.
I'm just glad I'm outside. I love it.
Yeah. Feels like it's starting to move a bit better now. Oh.